Good morning and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings in Encinitas. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Monday, July 6th. You'll be interested to know, 141 years ago, today in 1885, Louis Pasteur administered an experimental rabies vaccine to a boy bitten by a rabid dog, marking a bold medical trial that followed his laboratory work on germ theory and immunity. The successful treatment represented a milestone in preventive medicine and established the concept of vaccination as a life-saving public health tool. So now you know. And now, it's time for the Surf Report. Monday in Encinitas. This morning it's looking fair with waves around 3 to 4 feet. Conditions will stay fair until about 11 a.m. when it shifts to choppy as the wind picks up to 7 miles per hour. Expect the swell to increase slightly to 3+ feet later in the afternoon, but it will remain choppy. Best time to ride is at 6 a.m. with a 2-foot outgoing low tide when the south-southwest swell is 2 feet at 16 seconds and the onshore wind is 3 miles per hour. The first low tide on Monday will be 1 foot just before 8 a.m., followed by a 4.5-foot high tide just before 3. The nearshore buoy at Beacons reads 72 degrees for the water temperature. Starting Tuesday, expect fair conditions with waves around 3 to 4 feet and light winds from the west-northwest. Wednesday brings cleaner conditions and a steady increase in swell, reaching 4 to 5+ feet, ideal for catching some good rides. Thursday sees similar sizes but shifts to choppy conditions in the afternoon, making Wednesday the standout day for surf this period. This morning, it's cloudy and it feels like 70 degrees with 5 miles per hour wind. The sunset will take place at Ego 3, and it will rise again tomorrow at 5:47. It looks like we're in for some partly sunny skies today, with a high near 72 and a light northwest breeze around 8 miles per hour. If you're inland, it will hit a high of 75. Tonight, expect mostly cloudy conditions with a low around 66 and calm winds around 5 miles per hour. Looking ahead in the weather. Tuesday is partly sunny with a high near 71 and a west breeze up to 10 miles per hour, then becoming mostly cloudy overnight with a low around 66. Wednesday and Thursday stay mostly sunny with highs near 73 and overnight lows in the mid-60s, while Friday is partly sunny with a high near 72 and a mostly cloudy night near 66. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real South, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini for lunch or just breeze on through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5. So stop on by and don't forget to tell them Sunny Morning sent you. In local news, the USS Boxer amphibious group, led by the San Diego-based amphibious assault ship USS Boxer, has arrived in the Middle East, carrying 2,200 Marines from Camp Pendleton, according to the Navy's report. The Boxer Amphibious Ready Group, along with the embarked 11th Marine Expeditionary Unit, is currently operating in the Middle East as part of a scheduled deployment. Equipped with F-35B stealth jets, V-22 Osprey tiltrotors, and helicopters, the Boxer can support amphibious landings by the Marines. The Boxer entered the region on June 30th, joining the USS Portland and the USS Comstock, following their departure from San Diego in March. Now on to sports. England midfielder Jordan Henderson suffered a really bad wrist injury while celebrating his side's dramatic World Cup last 16 win over Mexico, manager Thomas Tuchel said. Henderson appeared to land awkwardly after falling from the advertising hoardings, following England's 3-2 victory, and was pictured leaving the pitch on a stretcher. The 36-year-old Brentford midfielder's World Cup has been limited to a 6-minute appearance at the end of England's Group L win over Panama. "It looks really bad," said England manager Thomas Tuchel on BBC One after his side's win. "The doctor told me he is in hospital." In local sports, the Padres got back on track yesterday, taking down the Dodgers 5-2 at Dodger Stadium. J.P. Sears was fantastic on the mound, scattering just one hit over 5 innings with 5 strikeouts, while Mason Miller locked it down for his 22nd save. Manny Machado was the offensive star, driving in 3 runs with a home run, and Fernando Tatis Jr. went 3 for 5 with an RBI. It was a much-needed win after dropping 3 straight, though San Diego still trails that series 3-1. Tonight, the Padres are back home at Petco to face Arizona, opening a 4-game series against one of the toughest lineups in the National League. Walker Buehler takes the mound for San Diego against the Diamondbacks' Brandon Pfaadt. First pitch is at 6:40. This homestand is huge for a team that has won just one of their last 5. Getting back in front of the home fans should help build some momentum. Meanwhile, over at San Diego SC, there is major news. Club record signing Hirving Lozano is out. The Mexican winger, a centerpiece of the expansion team's inaugural roster, is no longer part of their sporting plans despite being under contract through 2028. San Diego also added depth on defense, acquiring Ian Murphy from Colorado for a 2nd-round pick. In top news, 7 countries in the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries and its allies plan to increase their oil outputs modestly next month, bringing more oil online as fuel prices have fallen to levels not seen since before the United States and Israel's war with Iran. On Sunday, OPEC Plus announced that these countries would expand oil production by a combined total of 188,000 barrels per day in August. The participating countries are Saudi Arabia, Russia, Iraq, Kuwait, Kazakhstan, Algeria, and Oman. The group stated that they will continue to monitor market conditions and reaffirmed the importance of a cautious approach. In business news, Germany's savings and cooperative banks are rolling out crypto trading to retail clients, wiring Bitcoin into the apps of institutions that hold roughly 80 million customer relationships in a country of 84 million people. The Sparkassen serve about 50 million customers, and the cooperative banks another 30 million. Both groups dismissed the asset class as too risky just 4 years ago. According to Bloomberg, both groups are building in-house services rather than steering clients to outside exchanges. EasyBank's main crypto platform already runs inside the VR banking app, offering Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Cardano. DecaBank is building an equivalent product for roughly 340 savings banks, with a phased launch later this year. In crypto movement, Bitcoin is up 6% over the weekend to about $63,000. Ethereum is up 15% to just under $1,800. And XRP is up 11% to $1.14. Moving on to a more local vibe. In our community spotlight on health and wellness, we are working with a national Pilates studio to bring you some free classes, so listen up. Check out Club Pilates, with several locations in the San Diego area. Pilates presents a comprehensive wellness approach, cultivating strength, reducing tension, and elevating mental well-being. Scientific research affirms its benefits. So now you can check out Club Pilates for a free class, with locations in Encinitas, Solana Beach, Oceanside, La Jolla, and more. Just be sure to tell them Sunny Morning sent you by. And now, back to the show. let's talk tech. Some of the nation's wealthy are allowing artificial intelligence to teach their children instead of using traditional schools. They are investing tens of thousands of dollars for their kids to become beta testers for unproven technology. Companies like Forge Prep and Alpha School are charging families significant amounts to provide AI tutors and interactive workshops. Sean Johnson, a venture capitalist from San Francisco, plans to send his son to a $75,000 per year Alpha kindergarten. Concerns arise over the lack of evidence that these AI-guided schools are enhancing educational outcomes. Additionally, the exclusion of hot-button social issues from the curriculum raises important questions. And in entertainment news, Idiocracy is the film that best captures the American experience, say readers of the New York Times. When asked to choose the best American film ever made, many cinephiles might select The Godfather. However, when the question shifts to which film most definitively captures the American experience, The Godfather ranks second. The New York Times recently posed this question on the country's 250th anniversary, and 3,000 respondents most frequently mentioned the lesser-known 2006 film Idiocracy. This science fiction film envisions the United States as an anti-intellectual dystopia, featuring Terry Crews as President Dwayne Elizondo Mountain Dew Camacho. According to the Times, some commenters expressed sadness over their choice, connecting it to their feelings about the country today, with several describing it as a documentary. The wrestling connection gained relevance when former President Trump hosted a mixed martial arts fight at the White House last month. Former Representative Adam Kinzinger remarked on X, saying, "If anyone defends Trump saying there will be a mixed martial arts fight on the White House lawn, never listen to them again." He compared it to idiocracy with an equally foolish president. Meanwhile, The Godfather remains in second place. Well, alrighty, folks, it's time for the quote of the day. And today, our quote comes from the French philosopher and writer, Voltaire. And he said, "The art of medicine consists in amusing the patient while nature cures the disease." And that's a wrap for this morning. You can check out our Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok for some captivating aerial videos with local news and the surf reports. Have an amazing day, my good friends. We'll see you tomorrow with another episode of Sunny Mornings in Encinitas.